What's up everyone, it's Q from Retro Q Gaming, and I want to start this video off with the whole process of why I'm making this video and what prompted me to make this video. So I just recently finished earlier today the second game in my backlog of 2018. That's right, I'm making good progress on it so far. Won't mention what it is, but whatever, we'll get into that at some point at the end of the year. But just to kind of break up the monotony, I decided I was going to play a little bit of Halo. Now usually in this case I'd play Halo 5 Guardians and I'd throw on a round or two of Firefight, but no, I wanted something a little bit different, so I decided I'd play a couple of rounds, a couple of levels specifically, of the Master Chief Collection. Now I had just come from a first person PC game with a 1440p resolution, over 100 frames per second, and a 101 degree field of view. I know, 101 degree, that was what it capped out as. It's pretty strange, but whatever. Oh, and of course, mouse and keyboard. And when I came back to Halo the Master Chief Collection, I threw on a 3-chapter Halo 4 playlist. And it really instantly hit me. With the resolution, the frame rate, and the extremely narrow FOV. It just made me think, man, it's such a disappointment that Halo isn't on PC. And it got me thinking a little bit more, because if you guys don't know, there's a few interesting and scary comments that have been made over the past couple of days, some of which are rumors, some of which are open to interpretation. We'll get into both in this video, but it doesn't look like a good situation for Halo fans for 2016. Why did I say 2016? It's 2018. Okay, so first things first. Just a few days ago, 343 Industries put out a blog post in which they extremely heavily hinted that Halo 6 won't be out in 2018. They did hint that something else would be coming out, Halo related, some other capacity or whatever, in 2018 when it comes to Halo, but they specifically hinted heavily that Halo 6 itself will not be coming out in 2018. And this is worrying for a couple of reasons, which we'll get to now in a minute. But I want to go back and just point to the fact that the last proper Halo game was released on Xbox One in 2015. That's right, we're going into our third year without a full proper new Halo game, because Halo Wars 2 doesn't count. It also marks the last time that Xbox One as a console actually had a proper, real exclusive that didn't come out on PC at the same time. That's right, Halo 5 Guardians was the last first-party AAA exclusive, truly exclusive game on the Xbox One. So that's a bit damaging within itself, but we're not here to talk about that part of it, even though it will tie into something else I'm about to say. So there's also another rumor going around recently from a badass YouTuber named Dreamcast Guy, who supposedly has some insider info and he has a person, a contact, a friend, whatever it is, working at Microsoft. And currently, supposedly anyway, that Microsoft may or may not be looking to release the new proper successor to the Xbox One in 2019, which is kind of dodgy in itself, but you'll see why now, especially the fact that they just released the Xbox One X. But what that could mean is that Microsoft could potentially, assuming this is all true of course, be holding off to fully develop a new Halo game, proper mainline entry, Halo 6 for example, to be out and running day one on their new console. So let's assume it launches in 2019 like it could be potentially rumored to. We're probably looking at some point in November. On day one to have a brand new exclusive Halo game running on newer hardware, well, newer console hardware. But let's face it, Microsoft is hurting big time on exclusives. And to launch a console with a brand new mainline entry of the Halo series on day one is huge. Now, at the same time, there's also a bunch of negatives for that. We'll have potentially a couple of years without a proper entry in the Halo games. Maybe we'll see a spin-off. Maybe whatever comes out this year will be a remaster of Reach, or it'll be just something completely different. A new story, I don't know, but we'll have to wait and see. But at the same time, it could potentially mean that as Halo fans, we'll have to wait 4 years for a proper entry in our Halo series. And not only that, it might not even be on the current Xbox One family of consoles, in which case you'd only really have 2 games. You'd have the Master Chief Collection, granted there's 4 and a bit games in that, and Halo 5 Guardians. And it really feels like a slap in the face to everyone who adopted an Xbox One. Not just an early adopter like myself on day one originally, but anyone over the course of the generation who bought an Xbox One. If Microsoft were to specifically hold this game back for several years, potentially, just to launch it day one exclusively on their new console. I say exclusively, I use the term very loosely because I'll explain it now in a second, but it would really feel like a slap in the face for Microsoft to say, oh well, all you people who bought Xbox Ones and supported us this entire time, no Halo for you. We need it for our new console in a few years, so fuck off. Which is kind of a complete dick move. Now again, there's no scientific basis whatsoever on this, but this is how companies work, people. Now, back to when I was using the term exclusive loosely. What I mean by that is the fact that it would not run or play on Xbox One. We're ignoring the whole thing with the x86 architecture and all future consoles being future-proof and forward compatible and backwards compatible. We're ignoring all of that for a second. And we're also looking at it from the side that Microsoft have specifically gone on record before and said that all future Halo games will be coming to PC at the same time. Just like Gears and Forza, Crackdown and Sea of Thieves. Basically everything is going on both. Which of course is potentially a good thing. I would love to play Halo on PC with proper, true maxed out graphical settings, way over 60 frames per second, and a natural higher resolution. And this isn't so much of a spoiler because I'm going to avoid what the exact details are, but even though Halo 5 is kinda lackluster, the gameplay itself is okay, there's no problem there really, but there's huge issues with the story, the narrative, and how that's driven. As long as 343 Industries fix up a lot of the criticisms for Halo 6, get rid of Locke, get rid of the team-based shit, get rid of the split story shit, and focus on the story that we know, want, and love, especially with the fact that Halo 5 Guardians, the legendary ending of that game, sets up an absolutely, potentially amazing Halo 6 story, which is obviously a big deal. Now, of course, all of this is wild speculation because we really only have interpretations of blog posts and alleged inside rumors to go on at the moment, but I feel like I'm making educated guesses based on all of these, as well as kind of industry trends and the current environment of the console war, if you will. I wouldn't be surprised in the least if Microsoft were specifically developing Halo 6 as a day one launch title for their new console, and specifically holding it back a couple of years just to do that. I think it would be a bullshit move, and we might get some spin-offs or whatever, or remasters in the meantime. I could easily see a business doing that. At this point, it wouldn't surprise me if Microsoft were basically winding down or writing off the Xbox One. But that's a topic for a whole other video. So what do I want to see from Halo in general in 2018? Well, it's a safe assumption to say that we're probably not going to see Halo 6 this year. There are 4 things I would like to see when it comes to Halo. 1, I would like to see a Halo Reach remaster, of course, a proper full-on remake or remaster or whatever it is you want to call it, and I would like to see that released on PC and Xbox One. I would also like to potentially see some sort of new spin-off because that's also kind of what 343 Industries really kind of hinted at as well. And who knows, maybe that could actually properly open something up. ODST didn't do a great job of it. Reach did a bit of a better job when it came to expanding on it. But who knows, I'm sure they could probably, possibly, hopefully at least, come up with some sort of better side story or better extra additional content or whatever that would do a lot better. Just don't give us some bullshit with Locke is all I'll say. So 2 down, 2 to go. Next up, well, the next 2 actually can kind of be rolled into all together into one. You're looking at Halo the Master Chief Collection, which by the way is getting Xbox One X enhanced over the course of 2018. Something that would be very nice if I still had a working Xbox One X, which I don't. But that's beside the point. I'd like to see the Master Chief Collection and Halo 5 Guardians in its full capacity, because I know someone is going to mention Forge in the comment section. I want to see both of those, potentially even all rolled together, all released on PC. To be able to play the Master Chief Collection on PC would be unbelievable. Throw Halo 5 Guardians in on top of it as well, because I do play a decent amount of Warzone Firefight, and to be able to play it at a real resolution with a real frame rate and real graphical settings with a mouse and keyboard, just like the Master Chief Collection, it would be a thing of beauty. Out of all 4 things I listed there, what do I think would be the one we're most likely to see this year? I think in order I think in order, starting from the most likely to the least likely of what we'll see, would be a spin-off game of some sort, a Halo Reach remaster, and then the existing games coming to PC. But I don't know, here we are only at the start of January, so we've got plenty of time to wait and see what happens. Personally, I hope Microsoft don't bitch out and slap all existing Xbox One owners across the face, because I think that's bullshit. These people supported you. I realize you need it to basically save your brand almost, but it still feels like a slap in the face, and it's understandable why people will get pissed off about it. Anyway, we'll wait and see. There's plenty of different shows, Gamescom, E3, Tokyo Game Show. Well, they wouldn't really be at that, but there's all sorts of good stuff that they could potentially show off. And no, I'm not one of those wait for E3 people, because that sank the Wii U. A lovely Xbox and Nintendo Switch fanboy reaction, which I like to stay away from. So let me know in the comments section below, what do you think on the current state and future of the Halo franchise? What do you think we're going to see from it from 2018, from 2019, across both Xbox One and PC? Remasters, ports, new spin-offs, possible new game, whatever it is, as well as your thoughts and any other opinions that factor into this whole video. Let me know them all in the comments section below. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the rest of the videos in my channel.